In the heart of the Middle Belt region of Nigeria, where the Niger River kisses the land and the hills roll in waves of green, there lies a proud and ancient people, the Idoma. Our story begins long before the coming of strangers, before roads were carved through the earth, and before our name was known outside the valleys and forests we have called home for centuries. We are the Idoma, born of the soil, shaped by the rivers, and bound by the rich tradition that flows through our veins like the very blood of the land. We are not just a people, we are a song sung by the earth, a rhythm of time, a bond of community that has been tested through centuries of struggle and triumph. According to our oral tradition, the Idoma people were formed from the dust of the earth and the sacred waters of the Niger River. The river, which still flows through our land, is not just a body of water, it is our lifeblood. We believe our ancestors came from the banks of the river, called by the Creator to live in harmony with nature and to dwell within the hills and valleys that are now known as the Idoma heartland. The land that gave birth to the Idoma is blessed. The soil is rich, the forests are thick with trees that offer shelter and shade, and the rivers flow with fish, life, and mystery. It is here, in the heart of this fertile land, that our people began to grow and multiply, building villages and communities that would form the foundation of our culture. In the beginning, our people lived simply, guided by the principles of respect for nature and for each other. We honored our ancestors, paying homage to the spirits that walked with us and guided our destinies. Our people were farmers, hunters, and artisans. Our lives were shaped by the seasons, by the planting of crops, by the rhythms of the rains, and by the spiritual beliefs that connected us to the land. Our villages expanded, and our society became a network of communities bound by the bonds of kinship, respect, and shared purpose. The strength of the Idoma was in our unity. No matter where we lived, whether by the river or deep in the hills, our ties to each other remained unbreakable. In the early days, the Idoma people had a strong system of governance. Each community was led by a respected elder, who was the keeper of our traditions, our stories, and our laws. The elders held the wisdom of the ages, and their counsel was sought in times of peace and in times of war. The Idoma were skilled in various crafts. Our potters made beautiful and durable earthenware, our weavers created intricate cloths, and our blacksmiths forged tools and weapons that were the envy of neighboring tribes. The art of drumming and storytelling was also central to our culture. Every festival, every gathering, and every important event was marked by the beating of drums and the sharing of stories that passed down our history and legends. The Idoma New Yam Festival was a time of joy and celebration, marking the end of one harvest and the beginning of the next. People would come from far and wide, bringing with them food, music, and dance to honor the earth, the spirits, and the ancestors. In the midst of the celebrations, the village elders would share tales of our origins, reminding us of the strength of our people and the enduring power of unity. New kingdoms rose, foreign powers came to our land, and the world around us began to change in ways we had never imagined. The arrival of the British in the 19th century marked the beginning of a new chapter for the Idoma people. Colonization brought challenges and difficulties that tested our strength and resilience. But the Idoma are a people of perseverance. We adapted to the changing world without losing our identity. Even as foreign rulers imposed new laws, we held on to our traditional ways. Our elders continued to pass down the stories of our people, keeping alive the history and values that had sustained us for generations. The Idoma people faced many struggles during this time, but we rose. We stood strong as farmers, traders, soldiers, and educators. The British colonial administrators may have tried to change the way we lived, but they could not change who we were. Through all the adversity, we maintained our sense of community and our reverence for the land and the spirits that guided us. When Nigeria gained independence in 1960, the Idoma were ready. Our people had witnessed the rise of new nations, and we were determined to play a role in the shaping of this new country. The Idoma continue to thrive as part of Nigeria's vibrant cultural mosaic. We contributed to the fields of politics, education, business, and culture. Today, the Idoma people continue to live across the lush hills and valleys of central Nigeria. We are a people whose roots are deep in the earth, but whose aspirations soar high into the sky. Our children are educated in schools, our youth are engaged in modern professions, and our communities continue to flourish. We embrace the opportunities of the modern world, but we do so with a deep respect for our history and traditions. Our elders still gather to share stories, still offer wisdom, and still guide the younger generations. The bond between the land and the people remains strong. The rhythms of our drums still echo through the air, reminding us of who we are and where we come from. In the cities, our people are doctors, lawyers, teachers, and entrepreneurs. Yet, when the time comes for our festivals, the old ways are revived. The yam harvest is still celebrated, the drums are still played, and the stories of our ancestors are still told. Our culture is alive, thriving, and adapting. We, the Idoma people, are a people of resilience. Our history is one of endurance, of standing strong through the trials of time. From the fertile banks of the Niger River to the bustling streets of modern cities, the Idoma have journeyed, grown, and thrived. Though the world around us may change, our roots remain firmly planted in the land that gave us life. Our identity, our culture, and our stories will live on, carried forward by the generations that will follow. The Idoma people will continue to grow, to rise, and to honor the traditions that have guided us through the centuries. Our tale is one of strength, unity, and the unwavering bond between the people and the land. And so, the story of the Idoma continues, ever onward, ever strong, ever proud.